Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. This is general or collective, so parts may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. This is a timely reading as well. So if you are watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That might give you further clarity as to your situation now. Okay, so we do have, I did a short meditation before the reading here, and the card that came out for the tarot is the Two of Swords. So this is someone who has a big decision to make, and they have a bit of a closed mind at this time. They're not quite sure. You can see they're uncomfortable with making this decision. The body language sitting here, both the feet are turned out, and that talks about leaking masculine and feminine energy from your base chakra. So it's about, is this a good idea for survival of the fittest type energy? And then we have the heart being protected with the arms crossed over. And the right arm is holding the left arm back. The right arm is your logic and the left arm is your intuition. So this is someone who has a decision to make and they think, okay, it's either this or it's that. And my way or the highway, sometimes it can be like that. But this is, they have a blindfold on. So it's saying either they can't see any other solution other this or that, or feel that's the only two choices they have. Or it can be saying that they don't want to see it. Or it could be saying that they want to use their intuition, but maybe their logical mind is overriding. So I can see kind of what the energy is about here. It seems to be whether a decision regarding accepting an offer of love here. So this energy, there's always more than two solutions to any problem. And if you use your logic and your intuition, you're more likely to find several creative solutions. So the new moon in the background there represents, when there's a moon, full moon or a new moon, it's usually a highly intuitive time, and it would be a really good idea to use both. If it's matters of love, you definitely, like if you have your heart protected here, I can see that there's some energy here where there could have been problems in love in the past. So it might be something about that. Deciding whether or not to accept a cup of love is how I feel this energy is talking. The best thing to do here is open your mind up and use your logic and your intuition. The swords represent the energy of the element of air, and it's talking about your thoughts and kind of being caught in your thoughts and not being able to see a way out. So overthinking really, and needing to use your intuition, especially if it's regarding love, you have to open your heart to it. And we have the Hangman here. So the Hangman is talking about the balance. In the tarot, the Hangman is hanging from the tree of knowledge upside down. And he's upside down because he wants to gain, he sees a problem from every perspective. So it's similar energy to this. But the Hangman can talk about having the energy be stuck for a really long time, or being in that kind of energy of stuck energy, not knowing what to do. And that's the energy we have from both these cards. Now, in my Oracle Tales from the Vector, this is the Hangman, and the dragonflies actually represent the mastery of flight on the wing, or life on the wing, sorry. And so this is talking, at one point, the dragonflies were used as for engineering of helicopters, because they can hover, they can, do complex aerial maneuvers, and they can even fly straight up and down. And so this is about having, being able to handle life on the wing, making decisions quickly. And so this could be saying, that's the energy that she needs to get into. And there is a bit of a heart in the background here. The dragonfly is on an echinacea flower, and the echinacea is a very healing herb. So there could be some sort of energy from the past that has made it difficult to accept some sort of situation about love here. We do have someone coming in. Knight of Swords is rushing in. And this sometimes can represent a fool rushing in. So maybe it's this type of energy that someone is trying to, get someone to make up their mind quickly. Hurry up, make up your mind. You've got like 2 minutes. It's that type of energy. The fool rushing in is, the Knight of Swords, he is someone, he works for the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, and that's the next card up here. And so the sword energy, again, it's about all these thoughts going into it. And this can talk about, we can only see half his sword here, so we might only be able, he might only have half the information, or you might have, this could be your energy. I only have half the information. How can I make a decision? And, it's like real, like kind of anxious energy. Hurry up and decide, hurry up. There's a big red flag coming off the back of the helmet, and he's pushing this horse very, very hard against the wind through barren land. Horses in tarot represent heartfelt energy and passion. So he may be passionate about something, but we can't really see the point, and we're wondering if he can either. If someone really loves you and it's a decision about love, then they wouldn't rush you like this. What's the big hurry? There might be a reason, we'll see here. But it could be talking about, this could be someone because this is almost like running from the Queen. And it's interesting because the Queen, and he would work for the Queen, she has her back to him, and now he's running this way. Or if we look at it here, she's looking for the information, but the cards, if the cards would have come in like this, I would have said that he's working for her and she's waiting to get the information that he's bringing into her. But he's running away from her. So this could be that, the information he gave her was not pleasing to her and he wants to hightail it out of there. Or it could just be maybe that she has given him instruction to give to someone else regarding something that's going on. And so it could be that this isn't her that is being asked to have the cup of, she does have her left hand out saying she's willing to receive, but it's kind of an interesting energy because you notice these three are traveling this way, this one's traveling that way, and none of them are really looking at each other. She's got her hand out wanting to accept a cup of love from him, but he's got his back to her. And then he wants to give this cup of love to her, but she's got her back to him. It's kind of interesting. There could be an issue here. In any case, we'll go through the cards one by one and we'll see if we can clarify. So very definitely there is a difficult situation here, trying to make up your mind. If it's this hard when it comes to matters of love, and you're questioning it, that could be your answer right there. You might want to wait and think about it a little bit more. But the Queen of Swords, will just go through the energy and see if we can decipher this. She's got her left hand out, so she's willing to receive. And but everybody has they have their back to, nobody's facing anybody out of these four people. So it's kind of an interesting energy. She's got the right hand sword up in her hand, and she wants to receive love, but it looks like he's giving it to someone else. That's the scenario, I feel. She's got clarity. Her head is above the clouds here, and she quite often this one little bird in the background can represent, she's very independent, and this could be the Queen of Swords is considered to be the coldest of all the queens. And it can talk about, this is someone that's divorced, quite likely, with this independent here. Of all the queens and kings, the King and Queen of Swords are most likely to be divorced or separated. But she does seem to have some clarity because her head is above the clouds. She knows what she wants, and she seems to want this cup of love. But this knight works for the King of Cups, and he's wanting to deliver it to this person. So interesting. The king, so the Knight of Cups, as I said, would work for the King of Cups. This is the knight in shining armor. He's coming in with this cup of love. He's the one we read about in the romance novels. This is a solid offer. And when the King of Cups offers a cup of love, you're not going up on the table, Stella. Sorry, my cat's trying to... Are you trying to participate in the reading? Okay, sit here and be good girl. So the energy is talking about delivering this cup of love, or maybe taking love from the Queen, because maybe that's why she's separated, and that's some sort of energy around that. Then we have the Six of Wands is about being the winner. This is about victory. So, but it's kind of interesting because she has her back to him too. Like if, let's just see, if they would have come out like this, he would have his back to her. So yeah, we'll see. So this is talking about victory. The Six of Wands is, this is the element of fire, and this is talking about, the wands are made of wood and they fuel the fire, and this could be passionate action being taken. And we have competition in the background here, and she's the clear winner. Now, there's a laurel wreath here showing that, and look how proud she is. So this is called the victory card, and she's victorious because she's managed to rein her emotions in with, in a calm way. And you notice this horse and this horse are in very similar type of energy, and look how stressed out this horse is. So let's see what's going on here. This is talking about taking passionate action, and she's clearly the winner. Now, these people, quite often I look at this as being more an entrepreneur, that maybe, that type of energy, or like maybe a work position or something, and these people also applied and you're the one that won the position. But this could also be like all these people arguing over the King of Cups, wanting the kill, or there's a lot of competition for the King of Cups or this Knight of Cups, and she's the clear winner. All right, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, and this is disappointment in love here. So really interesting energy. So is this talking about, this could represent the Queen of Swords energy, and she's walked away from this love because it was disappointing to her, and she feels victorious for it. And the Knight of Swords is running to tell someone, wow, she turned down this cup of love. She's moving on because she found this disappointing in some way. Interesting. So there's 3 cups here, and in romantic love, quite often this can be like that competition energy. There's 2 cups here, and the third one, maybe she doesn't feel that, she feels like if it's true love, she wouldn't have to compete with these other people for the love of this cup. And so this can be talking about a third-party energy involved. And sometimes it can even represent a pregnancy that's involved. There could be children involved in the situation. In any case, this is being disappointed because of a third-party energy involvement. And then this could be, if it's not like the cups in tarot do often, especially with this card, represent romantic love. But this could also be, friends, family, someone you love, a business you love, work you love to do, or work you love to be. So you could be disappointed because you've given someone 3 chances, and they're wanting a 4th chance, and you're saying, no way, you already disappointed me 3 times. I'm not accepting your cup of love. And that could be, in romantic love, or in, family, friends, business partners, whatever. And we can also talk about having, been disappointed in love 3 times in your life already, and just saying, you know what, I don't feel like doing love. Not in the mood for love. Don't take it personally. I'm just not in the mood for love. We'll see. But this is meant to be an energetic upgrade. And the Magician is pointing to this Knight of Cups, saying this would be an energetic upgrade for the Queen. So now we're getting some clarity here. But she's been disappointed in love before, and maybe she feels she's better off just being single and being an individual. And for whatever reason, this information is being taken back to someone. Now, the Magician is representing an energetic upgrade, 100% infinite potential to the power of infinity and beyond, bringing your thoughts down to the earth to create a beautiful garden. You have all the tools you need, and you just have to learn how to use them and which one to use to be, for which job to be most efficient. And yes, you're, like when it comes to matters of love, you can't just use your logic like this. I mean, she doesn't want to use her intuition. She doesn't want to use her heart. So, if it is about love, like that's not going to work very well. So this is talking also, he's wearing this Ouroboros around his waist, which is the snake biting the tail. And so this energy can be talking about you need to release anything that's holding you back from being able to love. You notice this energy of being vulnerable, and we have that here as well, like this same body language, And so let's see what else we have. But this is saying that you deserve to have this 10 of Cups. This is a promise of having that beautiful, like the rainbow after the storm. And so it's saying that this could be a really good offer, actually, and maybe she needs to give it a chance. That's the type of energy, because the 10 of Cups is the most cups you could have. It's talking about ultimate fulfillment in a perfectly imperfect world, basically. But it's saying that she wants this. So interesting. Now, maybe this is talking about her accepting the cup of love down the road here. Let's just keep going here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Whoops, I turned that upside down. I don't take cards upside down. So the Wheel of Fortune is talking about, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in her favor. This would be a real upgrade for her to accept this cup of love. And maybe she's overcome this disappointment, because the past, the present, and the future are all turning together now. And maybe in the past she turned this down, but now she's like, okay, now I'm ready. Something like that. Take it how it works for you. The past, the present, and the future all coming together in the now. And this is God's plan. It's talking about, that this is a change in fortune. You're meant to have love in your life. Look at the Magician. If this is an energetic upgrade, then he's saying the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. This cup of love could be very beneficial for you. So you might want to take it. And look at this. We have the 7 of Swords. So it's interesting, because I feel like this is the energy of the past. And this energy quite often can represent the 7-year itch. So it's like, statistically, I wasn't aware of this until I looked into it. This energy, this is someone who's got 2 swords planted, and that could be the past, and this could be, 2 minds together, 2 people together. And he's walking off with these other 5 swords here. Now, sometimes this can represent the 7-year itch, where statistically, if you get married to someone, the chances of you getting divorced are highest in the very first year. I had no idea like that. I didn't realize that it was in the first year. The next most often that people tend to get divorced is in between the 7th and the 8th year. And so this could be talking about that 7-year itch, someone that was sneaking off in broad daylight. And sometimes this can represent, this is a shift disturber energy. This is someone, he's a walking contradiction, because he's having to look over his shoulder here. He's got these 2 swords planted. He's sneaking off with these other 5. And he's in broad daylight. But maybe the red boots and the hat represent passion. And he's not really thinking straight. And he figures, oh, no one will catch me. And maybe on his lunch hours, he's sneaking off to have a tryst with someone. Or a tryst. Is it a tryst? A tryst. And then we have this energy of, sometimes this can also happen statistically. When people purchase a home, they can sometimes, it's common for them to sell it after the 7th to 8th year. And also with businesses, letting go of businesses. So if it's not about romantic love for you, it could be about, you know, how we said about all the disappointment could be in many areas here. But regarding with someone that you was in your inner circle for sure. So let's see what else is going on here. The Ace of Wands comes out, a passion for new discovery. This is a gift from the divine and the universe collaborating for you to have new love in your life, saying that you will be passionate with this person. And they, like, this is, you've been waiting too long. Quit being so logical and listen to your heart. That's what this is saying. So we've got the Knight of Swords, maybe going to let someone know that, hey, she's taken your offer. You know, this offer was, let's keep going. We've got like ultimate fulfillment in a perfectly imperfect world, the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor because you have a passion for new discovery and love, possibly. This is talking about passion in anything, but if it's not about love, it could be about starting a new business with another partner or something after having a problem. So being disappointed and then being victorious because you, of course, if you let love in your life, you win. Especially if it's solid, right? And usually the Knight of Cups is a solid offer. So I feel this is an energetic upgrade, but it's like this energy of being stuck because of past energy. So the Ouroboros around the waist here is saying, let go of the old and allow the new in. You know, you're worth it. You deserve to have love in your life. Okay, so we'll see here. We've got to do our fact checking. For those of you who are leaving the reading here, I do hope you found it beneficial. I feel like you need to open your heart up and let your intuition as well as your logic make this decision. If you have your heart, if you're protecting your heart, maybe you're not quite ready for love yet. You thought you were, but you're not. We'll see here. All right. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they are in the gallery on my Oracle Tales from the Vector, and it's talesfromthevector.com. I'll put the information in the box below. I'm going to put them in the order that they show up here so that you would know which ones to look for. They say a painting paints 1,000 words. Maybe this will help out. Okay, so this is saying that maybe in the past you rushed into love and you weren't mature enough yet. The Libra sign is talking about it's about love. It's ruled by Venus. And it's talking about whether you can anticipate a strong future or if you're going to let expectations limit you. So maybe you went through a relationship that wasn't that satisfactory because you were too immature or your partner was too immature. You just weren't ready for that strong of a commitment as of yet. This could be something that you've always wished for, and that's sitting, see the disappointment, like this, the Queen is using her logic here. This is about discernment, right? So she's, and this is about having fears about base chakra energy. So this is about having a strong attitude about moving forward. But remember what I said here, that she's leaking that energy because she's unsure of herself here. And then we have the anger. So there could be some anger left over from a past relationship. You know, the problem with anger is it's the gift that keeps on giving. So if you don't heal from it and look after it, then it ends up festering and then it will affect all your other relationships. And the energy here, the shooting star energy, you know, you can wish, this could be something you've always wished for is love. But if you're going to sit under that tree after you wish on the shooting star and you just sit there and you don't do anything, you don't get up, you don't give it a go, you don't, make any effort, how is it going to happen then? If you want to have, a strong future, you need to participate in it. And falling and failing in love is a matter of I. So you need to love yourself enough to do the healing work, to be able to, move forward with an open heart again. And so if you're not ready, you're not ready, but it doesn't mean you have to turn down love. I feel like this might be saying you actually said yes, and that's why, the energy, like that's where the victory comes in. And then we have superstar. So being able to be able to use your words, and maybe you talked it out with someone, and okay, like when the cup was offered, they said, let's give it let's date at least. Let's get to know each other better. That type of energy. At least give a date a try. And we have the emperor energy. Yeah, the emperor, when the emperor wants something, the emperor is not just going to take no for an answer. He would have already put thought into it, and the emperor is high level performance. So it's like all four kings rolled into one person, and he's an alpha male energy. So I feel this is saying that the emperor's smart enough to know to take, why not just can we at least just get to know each other before you say no? But this is an energy of healing, and I do feel that this energy is maybe going back and this could even be telling the King of Swords that the Queen of Swords that maybe he just divorced is now with the King of Cups or is going on a date anyway. Let's not put her under pressure here. All right. I feel like that's kind of what it's talking about. Basically, it's saying, take your time to heal from past hurts, but you don't want to be stuck there for the rest of your life. Like you have to put some energy into the healing and then move forward, take some action, let go of, like the Ouroboros here, let go of what, is holding you back from enjoying what you really truly want in life. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, so this is about having an unfettered heart. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this. And thank you for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I really appreciate them. I will be coming up with another random reading again soon. Bye for now.